Owen O'Rourke. This is Bolivia versus Ireland.
And this should be a real test of fortitude for these superstars. An Ironman match.
Owen O'Rourke will be looking to kind of get that first point and show everyone that he's not playing around. And John Black, of course, is looking to just be able to get any form of consistent form going. As we link up in chain wrestling.
Getting pushed into the corner. Strong show of strength here. The old Celtic war sword.
Knocking John Black down there. Oh, that's not playing the right way. There we go. A big springboard crossbody to the back of Owen O'Rourke. No, he has a water. He's sleeping on the couch. The bed is for winners. Hey, to be fair, Apathy get to the bed then. You know, she's been doing her part. And John Black with a front slam into a second front slam to Owen O'Rourke.
Doesn't mean the match is over. You have to fight until the very last second. Indeed, Corey, it's the ultimate test of both physical and mental strength. Oof. Turns it around. Stopping their opponent. Forearm smash after the stops.
A diving shoulder tackle from John Black.
Ooh, merciless looking blow.
Oh, God.
Counter right when it was needed. He's heading back to the ring. Running knee lift. Springboard. Oh, my God. Cover. Shoulders are down.
Oh, yeah, if anyone wondering, by the way, I have the HUD turned on purely just for these matches because, you know, to count. I want to be able to count properly, you know when there's a proper score. I mean, I say that, I genuinely just did not know that I had them turned on. So it's going to be on for the rest of the strike. They'll be turned off for Clash. I apologise for the Superstar HUDs. To be fair, it doesn't really get spoiled that much by stream because, you know, you can't actually see it. You can't really see the finisher stuff, so that's fine, actually. It doesn't really ruin the experience for you. And I'm going into the pin now, 1. And a kick out at 1. But yeah, they won't be there much longer. I will change it before the beginning of Clash. I was playing in person. I was just playing some in-person matches with Spencer when he was here. So I had them turned on, you know, so we could play the game properly. But I just kind of forgot to change that. It's with a clothesline. As he gets in the headbutt into the suplex on John Black. And climbing to the top rope. I assume he's going to go for that big elbow. He gets up and it lands on the chest of John Black as he goes in for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from John Black. And a big coffin drop from the top rope. And John Black pushing him off now. And a big running clothesline. John Black taking Owen to the corner. Putting him on the top rope. Gets him up on his shoulders. And an avalanche attitude adjustment into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
he's going to be able to kick out.
Just about halfway through this match, and both men still looking for the first point in this match. Been a brutal back and forth. No one's had the clear, you know, front foot so far.
Yeah, but it can't last much longer at this pace. Wheelbarrow suplex. Devastating. Half the time limit is ticked away, and we remain in a dead heat. And the score is deadlocked. This is where you see what you're truly made of. That elbow looked like it hurt.
And a reversal from Owen O'Rourke. Goes for the big knee, but John moves. John goes for the spear, but it's leaped over by Owen O'Rourke, who throws John into there, but goes for that diving elbow, but he just misses it. The momentum and the speed of John Black wasn't enough for him to catch up with. A suplex from John Black. Goes in for the pin on Owen now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. 4 minutes left and still all to play for. Still no points claimed from either man. A big sit-out powerbomb from John Black there.
And he just continues to dish out punishment here. He's just running roughshod over his opponent.
Owen O'Rourke with the kick up. Went for the springboard, but John Black catches him first. Hurricane Rana from the big man.
He's slow to get up and unaware of the massive target on his back.
And a slingshot spear from John Black. John Black with the power driver. Goes in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. John Black gets the first point in this match. It's 1-0. And he's locking him in with the guillotine. And the ref calls the tap. It is now 2-0. Pop-up uppercut. John Black runs from the ropes, goes for a big splash, but Owen moves out the way. Big high knee strike there.
It could be the start of a rally. This building is rocking right now. Can you blame him? Stops the kick.
Caught the leg there. Owen O'Rourke busted open still. And a reversal from John Black. It looked like he was going to go for the Future Shock DDT, but John Black reversing with the arm drag. Two and a half minutes left here. It does seem that in the later stages so far of this match that Owen O'Rourke has really been struggling to get the better of John Black. It looks like John has been able to predict pretty much anything that Owen has gone for. John Black with the Three Amigos.
To overcome this late into the time limit.
And being ahead 2 falls now gives you breathing room. You can stay aggressive to gain some more insurance, knowing that a mistake won't lose you.
Big back suplex.
Great combo.
Picking Owen O'Rourke up. Planning him onto the side. And just trudging to get him back to his feet. Running towards the ropes. He goes for the knee, but Owen O'Rourke rolling out the way. Bring John Black to the ropes himself. Dropping down, leapfrogging over. But John Black reverses into a clothesline. And Owen getting the knees up. Tripping the leg. Getting him into the corner. Owen O'Rourke getting the elbows into the stomach. Running drop kick. Less than a minute left. Owen has maybe enough time to be able to get his first point in the World Cup. John Black pushing him off. He's a sit-out powerbomb. As he picks him up and locks him in for the guillotine again. And Owen taps once more. It is 3-0 to John Black here. And he's going for that package power driver, but Owen reverses it with a back body drop. Goes for the springboard 630, but misses. And John Black going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. I mean, the ref called the match there, but it was perfectly timed, so I am just going to call that a point. Because that was the exact second that he would have hit the ground. The match ends 4-0 to John Black. That's not the ref. That would be me who makes that call. And and the refs might screw John Black, but I'm not going to screw him. It has ended 4-0 to John Black at the end of that match. Because he didn't go too early that time. He perfectly timed it. So, you know, I'm not going to let the game fuck him out of that one. You know, the points allocation is to do with me. But a huge 4-point win for John Black, which currently, as things stand, actually, shoots him into second place in Group B. Of course, you know, we still got, you know, all the other Group B matches to happen, so that could change. And Owen O'Rourke still in the search for his first point.
Here is your winner, John Black. And guys, that was a spectacular Iron Man match. It truly took an iron will to win.
After this win, you cannot question the heart and determination of this.
As John Black celebrates, stood tall, as he's finally showing that ability that we all know that he has. Here we go. We have two very opposite sides of the story here in Greece versus Scotland, as we have obviously Elena Claire, who has been struggling pretty much all tournament so far, looking to have that change in form that we just saw John Black have. And the roll-up immediately from Wayne Evans, who has been storm-rolling this tournament here. I mean, he is currently 6 points clear at the top of the table. You know, at 10 points with 5 now with John Black. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. John Black's in second place currently with 5 points. Mainly all coming from that last match of a 4-0 win over Owen O'Rourke. But Wayne Evans, who's coming off the back of, you know, a 7-0 and then a 3-0, looking kind of almost impossible to stop at this point. And again, this is the point of the tournament. You see these people, it's the opportunity for these people that have, you know, have yet to really properly make their name. You know, give them their opportunity to be able to, you know, make a name for themselves and show what they can do. 4-0, fuck, starting off strong. Yeah, that is, John Black beat Owen O'Rourke 4-0. It's by far not the biggest win we've had so far in streams. I'd argue that, you know, we've had quite a few big results. You had Apathy win on week 1, 7-2. Wayne Evans won on week 1, 7-0. Last week, Aaron Minji beat Ruud van Gouten 7-2. And then probably the biggest result of the World Cup so far was on week 1. When Masaki Ryoki returned and beat Leon Grimes 5-0 to give Leon his first loss.
Yeah, this is a marathon, not a sprint goal, especially this early in the match.
Now, normally in one-on-one competition, you'd say that two stars like Elena and Wayne are very much on the same level as each other, but, you know, with how the World Cup has gone, it's hard to not say that Wayne Evans is the outright favourite in this match. You know, with all this focus on the mercenary of MCW, let's not take away from the incredible Elena Claire, the moneymaker, the 5-star matchmaker, and an Avalanche code breaker there, showing that in-ring capability. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. From Elena Claire, she's definitely coming into this match a lot hotter than she's come into the other matches so far. Wayne Evans getting a quick foot up as he returns with his own rollover stomp. Goes in for the springboard, but she's just too far away for him to even get close to. And she's waiting there in the spinning back fist to Wayne Evans. 1, 2, and a kick out at the last possible second. Elena Claire nearly became the first person in the World Cup so far to actually go, you know, in the lead against Wayne Evans.
And that result leaves everyone shocked. But will the shoulder come up if that move hits one more time?
How about a punch?
And leapfrogging over. Goes for that code breaker. No, she doesn't. Never mind. I thought he was going for a code breaker. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from Wayne Evans again.
Time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming. Oh, what a kick.
Some kicks to the chest of Wayne Evans.
Indy counters.
Wayne Evans returning with a knee.
Brutal knee strike.
A kick to the face of Elena Claire. Wayne Evans, who's been pretty bested in this match so far, something we haven't seen in the World Cup just yet, goes for the super kick to a kneeling Elena Claire. And a stomp to the back of the leg.
A modified cloverleaf applied. Oh, into a backbreaker. Painful.
Nearly halfway through and still all to play for. No points been awarded just yet. Throwing Elena towards the ropes here.
Launched up high.
And a pop-up back breaker to Elena Claire. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from Elena Claire.
Time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
Wayne Evans picks her up off the ground.
Judo throw.
And plants her face first onto the mat. Into the pin now. 1, 2, 3. Wayne Evans gets the first point in this match, as you would tend to expect going into it, but does not take away from the great fight that Elena Claire has put up so far, and as she clearly continues to do. Sorry, Doug, no problem.
Catching an elbow.
You only missed the first match. John Black beat Owen O'Rourke 4-0.
Misconnection.
The halfway point has been crossed. Still enough time to open.
Elena Claire getting hyped up, but in the midst of the hype is not acknowledging Wayne Evans stood right behind her.
The next fall can still come out of nowhere. Drop kick to the back. Never saw it coming.
Evades the attack.
Also a feet.
Looking to put an end to the
Gets Wayne Evans in for the pile driver. Looking to even the scores now.
Going for the cover.
1, 2, 3, and she does. It is 1-1 here. Still all to play for. This is the closest match Wayne Evans has had in the World Cup so far.
Super fast offense over and over. Whoa, what an evasion. Yeah, duck through the ropes.
Kick to the face of Elena, and he goes for the springboard drop kick. Sends her down, goes into the pin now. 1. And the referee definitely counting slow there, I'm going to be honest, but it was classed as a 1 count. I think she would have still, kicked out at 2 anyways, but still.
And now propped up in the corner.
Is that his first loss of decision? What do you mean?
What is this superstar thinking here?
And the avalanche suplex.
Cover. Is it enough?
Goes in for the pin now, once more. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Elena Claire again. Didn't he win like 7? Yes, I'm pretty sure it is the first time he has lost. He's given up a point, yeah. Oh, and Elena Claire, sit out powerbomb. Still just over 3 minutes. Oh no, it was 4. Was it 4? No. No, wait, what was it? 6? I thought it was 7-0. Oh, okay. I misjudged the time then. Yeah, 4-1. Okay. So no, it's not the first time.
Into the corner. Face first.
I mean, it'll be on the spreadsheet anyway.
And a vicious kick to the arm.
With Elena Claire with a Superman punch. Wayne Evans rolling back to his feet though. Arm drag from Elena Claire to drag him back down. And throwing him towards the ropes. Dropping underneath. Leapfrogging over the top. Gets him up.
Puts on the brakes.
Into a leg drop onto the chest. Goes for the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Wayne Evans. Still 1-1 here.
A winner yet.
You gotta believe that not wanting to feel the agony of defeat is causing this.
Yeah, it's fine. I thought it was 7-0 and 3-0 as well, to be fair, Doug. It was not.
A knee balance.
And a step-up kick from Elena Claire. Going in for the pin now. 1, 2, 3. Elena Claire is the first person in this tournament so far to go in the lead against Wayne Evans. Wayne Evans ducking though. And gets her up high into the spinning power slam. Waiting for it to get back to his feet. Fucking Jesus Christ. Thank you for the follow, Crazy Gacy. Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. A submission maneuver locked in, and the ref calls for a rope break. No point awarded there. Planting her face first onto the mat. Goes in for the pin again. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Elena Claire. She might just do this. She might be the first person to get a win over Wayne Evans in the World Cup. And she gets the elbow up. Wayne Evans returning with a kick to the gut. Goes for a suplex. And there is less than a minute for Wayne Evans to keep his undefeated streak of the World Cup going. And a power slam. As he goes to the middle rope. And a splash from the middle ropes. He goes in for the pin now. 1, 2, and another kick out at 2 from Elena Claire. Wayne Evans has not even thought to prepare for this, has not prepared for this amount of fight that Elena Claire is showing. Less than half a minute left. And Wayne Evans currently does have all the control, so there is all that chance to still. But Elena Claire getting up, but a spinning back fist from Elena Claire. Going in for the pin, 15 seconds to go to put the stamp on this match. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Wayne Evans. She nearly went 3-0 up. I mean, that is the end of this match, though. 2-1. There it is. Elena Claire. I mean, that spinning back fist, while she didn't get the point, it may have saved her. It may have just knocked Wayne Evans off his game enough to not get any form of point off of her, as Elena Claire comes out the winner at 2-1. Don't get me wrong, this still has Wayne Evans comfortably at the top of the table, but it is a huge win for Elena Claire. And we are definitely seeing the tides turn this week in the World Cup so far, as a lot of the people that have been having difficult starts. Yeah, it was 2-1 in the end, Doug, yeah. This is, you know, there is, what's it called? You know, 2 people that, you know, so far the people who have won have been the people with the difficult starts, so maybe we could be getting to the part of the World Cup where the tides start to change. As Elena Claire picks up the 2-1 victory over Wayne Evans. Again, Wayne Evans still comfortably at the top of the table. But that doesn't take away from the achievement of Elena Claire here tonight to put down one of the, probably the most informed person in the entire tournament at the moment. Oh.
And a stunning ending to this Iron Man match. It takes a lot of stamina to outlast the opposition in a match like this.
This certainly wasn't an easy win, but she pulled it off.
And in the end, that's all that matters.
Right, here we go. Santanica, Doug Foster, Mexico, Canada. Santanica's also had a very difficult start to the tournament so far. Currently at the bottom of Group D. Which is overall the actual highest scoring group so far in the tournament. As it is the one with the highest point threshold to get into the top 4, as Doug Foster is currently the one standing 4th with a huge 5 points, which is a lot to be on in 4th place. But he'll be looking to secure more points to be able to climb that table. Because remember, that top 4 is the sacred spots Those are the points. They're the spots that will get you through to the next round. Going for the pin. 1. Kick out at 1 from Doug Foster. Doug Foster rolling out of the way to Santanica. Going for the grapple, but they miss, and then they lock up into chain wrestling as usual. In true MCW fashion.
Taking the reins and applying the chin lock.
Targeting the neck of Santanica heavily here. It's pretty easy this World Cup because realistic anyone can go from last to top in just one match. And we saw that in Group B. I mean, fucking John Black went straight from the very bottom of the table, well, second to bottom to second to top. So it truly can just change in an instant. We've seen a lot of wins of change in this week so far. And Santanica will be hoping that that continues into this match, as again, Doug, based on the table position, is the favourite here.
Getting out of that and able to lock in a top wrist lock.
But stranger things have happened. I mean, like I said, Elena Claire and Wayne Evans, the point difference was 9 points going into that match. It has indeed given up some great matchups, yeah. But that's the thing with the World Cup, is you see these matches that would maybe not normally happen due to the fact they're all in different parts of their careers. Santanica's the one that takes advantage after the chain wrestling. Goes for the pin, but it's a kick out at 1. What, Balor? What? You tell him. Where's your baby? Yeah. Santanica picking him up. Using the foot. Goes for the spinning back fist, but it is blocked by Doug Foster. Who goes for that DDT, but Santanica catches him and power slams him down to the mat. Going for the pin. 1. Kick out at 1 from Doug Foster. I mean, a prime example of, great matchups was, in week 1 when Rude Van Goten managed to do the unthinkable and, won against Francis Sharp, a matchup that would probably never normally be happening on a regular Clash due to the difference of, just the difference that those two men are in their careers. Doug Foster going for that running splash, but Santanica rolling out the way. A returning clothesline there. Going for the splash a second time. This time, it is time to perfection. British meowing, yes. Doug Foster seems to have taken control in this match so far.
Really trying to do everything she can to get back in this. Nice Japanese arm drag. Oh, fellas, we are looking at a mountain.
Target in the face of Doug Foster.
My favorite kind of thrashing, Cole. Every strike more devastating than the last.
An arm drag into a lovely drop kick from Santanica. Goes in for the pin now on Doug Foster. 1, 2, with a kick out at 2. And a big axe handle to the back of Doug Foster. And dropping the knee on the face. Tying him against the mat here.
He's taking a beating, but can he hold on?
Yeah, this is not the situation he wants to be in.
Midway through this front face lock
Will still get Santanica up, but she manages to wriggle out of the grips of Doug Foster. And the diving forearms. As Doug crawls to the corner. Gets the elbow up though. Into a roll up on Santanica here. 1, kick out at 1. Doug Foster won't be stealing the first point that way. taking Santanica to the corner, but Santanica getting the elbows up to prevent that.
And she does. Just sent crashing
Throws
to
Doug
the
Foster
arena.
outside the ring.
And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one.
You know, clearly realizing that's not the smart decision with both people needing points in this match.
Stalking here could be a prelude to
Telling Doug
something
Foster to
big.
get to his feet. Goes for a clothesline, but Doug Foster rolls out the way. And a jumping BFT from Doug Foster.
Waiting for their fallen opponent and
Dropping the back onto Santanica. Going for the pin now.
is it enough?
1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Santanica.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge.
Liam goes for it to show up at Audrey Cruz to do yeah.
Driven down face first. On the move.
I'd argue Owen being that low as well is very surprising
One step
as
ahead
well.
there. That was just disrespectful.
The big slap from Santanica. And Doug Foster getting the elbows up.
To the stomach.
Right Santanica into the corner.
Short knee
The
right
big elbow from Doug.
Cut off.
Santanica gets the leg up though.
with the lariat.
And a huge running clothesline to Doug Foster.
They are deep into
She's
this
dropping the
match, and you
elbows.
have to think that their stamina is running out. Yeah, at this point in the match,
Urging
it
Doug
starts
Foster to
feel
get
like
to his
they're fighting
feet.
in mud.
She goes for the springboard drop kick.
Score is tied, but there is still
Into the
time
pin
to
here.
deadlock, and still
1,
not a single
2, and a kick out at 2.
You have to imagine these competitors
Just over
are
2
feeling
minutes
some
left and
level of
still no
frustration.
points awarded thus far.
Ouch. Only a quarter of a lifetime left, and there's nothing but 0 on the board.
There's still time for any of these competitors to
Santanica
break out. To
takes
gain
Doug
the
Foster there,
advantage.
but he gets the elbow up. And a jumping BFT here
And he's still finding the energy to remain
as he
on
goes
the
running
attack.
for another
I
big
thought it
splash.
a while ago, and he has proved me wrong.
He goes up into the coffin drop.
Elevation.
That's got to be the end.
Moving Santanica away from the ropes. That's that in-ring IQ that he's had from being here since the very beginning.
And the cover.
1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
Kick out stays in.
1.5 minutes left and still 0 points to go for. Throwing Santanica against the ropes here. Goes for the suplex, but Santanica catches.
Stops that dead in its tracks.
And reversal there from Doug Foster. Gets Santanica to the apron.
Uh-oh, hazardous part of town here on the
As he goes
apron.
outside and drops her right on the apron.
It's right onto the apron.
The fight is spilled to the outside. Will he stay there, or is Doug going to attempt to throw her back in? Drops the leg drop on the back of the head of Santanica. 1 minute left and still no points so far. Santanica throws Doug Foster into the middle of the ring. Goes for the axe handle.
Incredible height. We're
Picks
crunch
Doug
time now.
Foster
There's still
up.
nothing but zeros on the board.
I really hope we see a
And
fall
takes him
soon.
to the ropes. She looks like she's going to go for that rope home DDT. And she does.
I think that's all she wrote.
Moves away from the ropes. Goes in for the pin.
Makes a cover.
1, 2, 3. Santanica picks up a point with 25 seconds to go.
I can't believe this atmosphere.
Doug Foster getting the elbow up, throwing Santanica in as he runs towards the corner.
Finding the leg in a corner. Desperation time now. This is when you call your
And there is 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the match ends 1-0 to Santanica. Ryan Ross did, in fact, call it in the chat. He said it was going to be 1-0 to Santanica. And then now I think we have to launch investigations on Ryan Ross for max fixing for, you know, betting results. I think that needs to take place now. Because, you know, what did he know? As Santanica beats Doug Foster 1-0. I mean, this still sees Santanica in the elimination spots as she does. All that really does is leapfrog her over Andre Cruz in 5th. She's still not in 4th. Doug Foster still holds down that 4th spot with 5 points, but he could be knocked out of it if Andre Cruz is able to secure 3 points.
Here is your winner, Impress. That was one of the most physical matches we've ever seen. An Iron Man match takes a huge toll, but you're seeing the result of pushing through that to win. We call a lot of matches, but this one's going to stick in my mind for weeks to come. I agree with you on that, Corey. This one was...
As it's a fantastic showing from Santanaca. Oh. And here we go. Diego Barbosa versus Apathy in the World Cup Week 3.
It's a challenge anyone would hesitate to accept. Nothing puts your physical abilities to the test like an Iron Man match.
Shoved right off. Oh. Blatant disrespect.
Diego already taking the front foot here. Apathy dodging. And as chain wrestling begins.
Showcasing strength in this
What,
situation,
Balor?
pushing the opposition to the ropes.
Balor, come here. Baby.
All tied up now.
Okay, well, stop complaining then. The chain wrestling, which you could also get merch of on the store. Just saying. What, baby? Stop yelling. Stop yelling. He goes for the knee punt, but Apathy's speed is too much to... Hello. What? What is it you want?
They are ready to inflict more punishment on their opponent. Look at them in the chicken wing.
Apathy's got Diego high.
All the way down with a face buster.
Plants him down to the mat.
Ooh.
This is probably the biggest match so far of the to decide the state of Group D.
To the back.
Obviously, in an Iron Man match, you want to score the first fall as soon as possible.
Well, that will put you ahead on the scorecard.
There's still early days in this match, but it looks to be a battle for thriller. True. A roll up from Apathy. Kick out at 1 from Diego. Diego goes to get the leg up, but Apathy catches it. Apathy throwing Diego towards the ropes. And a big elbow to take him down. Diego rolling out the way though now. The Tony Whistle quick kicks. Apathy ducking and dodging there. Diego throwing Apathy against the ropes with the knee takedown there.
All measured up.
Big back drop kick to the back of Apathy there.
Arm control applied and a big boot to the guts. Very early in this bout, everything still remains tied up.
And these competitors remaining sharp as we're tied up early here. Who can jump out and take the lead?
Cuts the attack off.
Excellent opportunity for her to shift the momentum.
Both competitors down. Diego will take down. Goes for the double foot stomp on Apathy, but Apathy rolls out the way and returns with a drop kick of her own.
Did you hear that? Ooh, harsh kick. What do they have planned here?
Planting Diego to the mat.
And he retaliates.
And dropping down.
Meet the backside of an elbow.
It is the top of the table clash. I did say that at the beginning of the match, John. And a clothesline from Apathy into a second clothesline. And tripping up the legs of Diego to take him down. And now picking him up. Going for that headbutt. Into a suplex. Into the pin here. One. And a kick out at 1 from Diego Barbosa.
Using a suplex into a cutter. Nicely done.
Then, don't need point, but points would be very helpful. I would argue they do need points because Olivia Black is very close behind on 7 points. If Olivia has a good performance against Andre Cruz, which to be fair, based on the standings of the table so far and how Andre Cruz has been doing, there's a chance that she does get 3 points in that match, which would see her go joint top if she was to get. And the Future Shock DDT goes for the pin now on Diego. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Diego Barbosa. Apathy showing off to the crowd, showing that she has still got it. But this week tells the story. That is true. Yeah. Diego gets the elbow up. Targets Apathy's arm, but Apathy with the punch to the face to get Diego off. Throwing Diego into the corner. Honestly, it's really interesting seeing how polar opposite both members of DSM-5 have had it in this tournament. And drop kick after drop kick, ducks below the clothesline and a cross body from Diego Barbosa. Goes for the pin now on Apathy here. 1, 2, and a kick out with 2 from Apathy. Diego gets Apathy to her feet and goes for the code breaker as he climbs top rope, looking for the coup de grace, but misses. Apathy rolling out of the way and returning with a Future Shock DDT into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Apathy gets the first point, dodging the coup de grace and turning it straight into a Future Shock DDT. What a sequence. As she goes 1-0 up now, which sees her go top of the table. As she now locks in the guillotine submission. And Diego Barbosa taps. Apathy is now clear top of the table on points. 11 points to Diego's 10. 3.5 minutes left in this match. Of course, Apathy was top of the table after week 1. Then Diego took it away from her. Now she's looking to take it back, and currently, as things stand, she has. Diego throwing her stomach first into the steps, clearly not taking Apathy too lightly here, realizing what a threat she is to this group. You know, at least in singles competition, Apathy's been a bit lost as of late before the World Cup, but she seems to be going through an incredible renaissance in true French fashion in the World Cup. As both competitors down on the outside. Just under 3 minutes left. Both competitors stumbling to their feet. Apathy getting herself back in the ring. Diego following suit. Apathy taunting Diego but not paying attention to him. Goes for some kicks to the stomach, but Apathy reversing.
The clock is absolutely a factor now as the score has become lopsided. A two-fall lead at this juncture is not
throwing Diego into the turnbuckle. A big clothesline to send him down. As she now goes to the corner, waiting for Diego to get up to his feet. And a punt kick into the pin, looking to make it 3-0. 1, 2, 3, and she does. 3-0 against Diego Barbosa so far. And going into another Future Shock DDT that could make it 4. 1, 2, 3, and it's 4. This is an incredible performance from Apathy here. She is 4-0 up against Diego. Diego getting the legs up. Going into the roll-up here from Diego now, trying to steal a point back. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Minute and a half left. I mean, it's going to be a miracle for Diego to come back from this at this point, but he could maybe at least get some points back in it. Go for the springboard moonsault. Diego rolling out the way. Stomping the heels of Apathy. Apathy getting the legs up though. With a quick kick to the face of Diego. And a code breaker from Diego out of nothing. Goes in straight for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and he gets a point in this match. It is 4-1. And with the heel kick.
Back it up. This match is over. There is no
Thank you, Owen.
anybody overcome a 3-fault deficit this late in the match.
Just kicks to the chest here.
He's piling on as much damage as possible.
As he goes. The springboard leg drop.
If he wants this win.
Picking Apathy up.
Just a display of command and control from him. It's been a suffocating attack, keeping him out in front.
As he's going to the top rope. Looking for the coup de grace, and it lands. But there's not enough time for the pin. He spent way too much time just fucking about for no reason. Which was kind of annoying to watch, to be honest. I'll say it. It was a bit annoying watching him just fuck about. He had a finisher that whole time and he just didn't fucking go for one. But, you know, sure thing. But either way, Apathy comes out victorious 4-1 as she takes her top spot of Group D back. In what was an incredible match. Like all fucking about. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, Owen just be doing shit, to be fair. Owen just be doing a bunch of bullshit in the ring. This sequence was great, though. The little coup de grace dodges straight into the Future Shock DDT. If that I know obviously it's the World Cup, so obviously that wouldn't have been the end of the match. But imagine if that was just the ending to a match. I think that would go so hard. It was here. He did hit the coup de grace, but I mean, you can clip it on Twitch now, Owen. You can clip Twitch stream.
Truly a hard-fought victory at the end of the grueling
Because you can clip the
thingy,
what's it called, the replay of it.
Grueling match both physically and mentally, but to the victor goes the spoils.
As Apathy celebrating, taking her top spot back. Here we go. Gavin Storm, Noah Morrison. Powerhouse versus Mountain. And a big clothesline immediately from Noah Morrison to take Gavin Storm down. New Zealand, Italy. Noah Morrison on 4 points. Gavin Storm on 2. Gavin Storm currently, due to Elena Claire and John Black's performances earlier tonight, has dropped out of the top 4, while Noah Morrison has dropped down to 3rd. This is the final Group B match of tonight, the second match of Strike tonight. And what has seemingly been a Winds of Change episode.
But the last thing you want to do here is overexert yourself too early on and be too winded later in the game to protect yourself. It's a delicate balancing act, that's for sure.
Lifting Gavin Storm up like he weighs pennies. And dropping him straight down to the mat. I mean, it's a high way to fall, that's for sure. And a big splash. Rolling out of the way. Goes for a big clothesline, but can't knock the big man down. A good quality match. Quality all night long. That is true. I hope you've been paying attention, John, in terms of, you know, making your awards and stuff.
Ooh, that'll mess up your shoulder. Boom!
Look at this, just stop after stop after stop.
That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up.
Chain wrestling being engaged. Noah Morrison out-strengthening Gavin Storm, and the ref breaking up on the ropes, as expected.
Towards that
slamming him down to the mat. Bring Gavin Storm to climb up on the apron and a shoulder tackle down. Definitely a movie learned from his rugby days, that's for sure. Gavin Storm taking advantage on the outside.
Countering that offense. Uh-oh. Look at this.
Uh-oh is right. And there's a fall-away slam.
At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
In an Iron Man match, you have to worry about two things: your opponent and the clock. I think this is a good pace so far.
The Dominator.
And a power slam to Gavin Storm on the outside. We're still not done doing as much damage as he can. Goes for that running knee, but Gavin Storm dodging the way.
Everything he can do to create space here.
No idea what's going on here with the glitched rope, but that's fine. Goes to throw Gavin into the steps, but Gavin reversals, throwing him in, getting himself back in the ring. Stopping himself from getting, you know, receiving the onslaught on the outside.
And here we go.
No, Morrison has got him high, plants him face first into the mat, goes for the pin now to pick up the first point. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Gavin Storm. I've got names already, they could change here though. Yeah, that is true.
I can't tell if it's anger in the eyes or the fact that he hasn't finished this, or if it's disbelief.
Elbows in the stomach there from Gavin. I'm going to suplex. Probably trying to earn a few points for the World Cup. Listen, like we said, anything can happen. Anyone can top the groups, including the ropes. Noah Morrison goes for the neck breaker, but a reversal, one-handed, like, kind of spine buster type maneuver from Gavin Storm. Big punch to the stomach to send Gavin Storm down. Neither man letting up on the other. Both men showing each other how bad they want this.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg. Producing a trampling.
A step-up kick from Gavin Storm to get back into this. As he locks in the submission hold here. Well, no Morrison tap. No Morrison finding his way out of it. And no Morrison gets Gavin up. But Gavin reversals, get us out of it.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
There's some clothesline after clothesline in the corner of the ring. And backdrop suplex from Gavin, goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Noah Morrison. Just under halfway left in this match here tonight. Gets Noah up, throws him back down to the mat. Takes a lot of strength to get a man like Noah Morrison up on your shoulders. Noah Morrison rolling out of the way. But a huge suplex into the pin from Gavin Storm. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Noah Morrison. Noah Morrison getting the leg up now. And a huge shoulder tackle from Gavin Storm. Noah Morrison with the quick kick to get out of that position. Dropping the elbow onto Gavin Storm. And the headbutt, but Gavin Storm dodging out of the way the headbutt. And a huge suplex as he goes in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Gavin Storm getting the first point in this match. Big slap there from Noah Morrison to Gavin Storm. Little power slam down to the mat once again. Gavin Storm getting thrown into the ropes by Noah Morrison. And a big one-handed spine buster to Gavin Storm. Grabs the arm, but Gavin Storm gets the knee up. Goes for the clothesline, Noah Morrison. But the submission locked in on Noah Morrison. And Noah Morrison taps Gavin Storm, getting the second point. He is now 2-0 up. This puts him at joint third with Noah Morrison. An incredible performance from Gavin Storm. And Gavin Storm signaling that he's about to break Noah in half. Runs towards him, but Noah gets the legs up. And a big clothesline to take him down. Throws Gavin towards the ropes. And a big elbow to take him down. Stalking Gavin as he gets back up. There's still 2 minutes left in this match. Gets Gavin on his shoulders, but Gavin getting out of it again. And a big slam into a pin. Not into the pin, but, well, into the pin directly anyway. 1, 2, 3. Gavin Storm 3-0 up against Noah Morrison. This shoots him into joint second with John Black. Every time Noah Morrison goes for a signature finisher, Gavin manages to wriggle his way out of it. He knows exactly what Noah's going for before seemingly even Noah does, a huge spine buster from Gavin Storm to continue this run of form. Noah Morrison pushing Gavin off here. 3-0 down, Noah Morrison. Moving him away from the ropes here. Is there really much that Noah Morrison can do to get this win back in his favour here? And Gavin with the shoulder, with the elbow every time. And a huge springboard clothesline every time that Noah goes for anything. Gavin is just one step ahead in this match. Noah just does not seem to know how to deal with Gavin Storm. And a huge power slam in the center of the ring. Noah Morrison dazed. Gavin Storm going top rope. You don't see him do this often. He goes for a big elbow. Into the pin here. Could it be 4? 1, 2, 3, and it is 4. Gavin Storm has secured himself firmly in second place. And power slam after power slam on the front. 30 seconds left. Gavin Storm throwing him into the ring. And a big Hurricane Rana as he's still going towards the crowd, going for another pinfall here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Noah Morrison. Going helping Noah up. And a huge back body drop here. 3, 2, 1, and the match is over. It's a huge 4-0 win for Gavin Storm against Noah Morrison. And you know, I said it shows how much the winds of change can happen in 1 week. Noah Morrison was second in the group at the beginning of this week, and now with just one show, he has now found himself in 4th place, as both John Black and Gavin Storm, with incredible performances from both men, have managed to leapfrog him, as Gavin Storm has moved up to 2nd into Group B in the World Cup in complete dominant fashion. Now, it's one thing for John Black to get the performance he did earlier tonight against a man who has been struggling since the beginning of the tournament, but it's another thing for Gavin Storm to get a dominant performance over a man that was on pretty good form. I mean, again, finishing second, or being second 2 weeks in, is no small feat in the group stages. Clearly a man who was on top of the world. And Gavin Storm puts him down 4-0. Incredible performance from the former tag team champion.
Here is your winner, the Devil, Gavin Storm. That was one of the most outstanding efforts we've ever witnessed. The length of this match was daunting, but they stayed the course and earned the win.
Well, even cut Noah open, he wasn't playing around. Yeah, Lena Owen really have their work cut out playing catch-up, but Noah slipping here really causes a shift in that bottom of the table. True, because now Noah is genuinely only 1 point above Elena Claire. Elena Claire could easily next week leapfrog him. We could see in just 3-week difference, we could see the man who is in second go all the way down to 5th. Here it is, the last match of Strike, the main event. Andre Cruz versus Olivia Black. 10 minutes on the timer. Let's go. Immediately, it's Andre Cruz getting the speed, and immediately a pile driver to send Olivia down to the ground. Chain wrestling starting off this matchup.
We've seen plenty of big Iron Man match comebacks in the past. You cannot give up hope in a match like this.
Calls himself the heart and soul of MCW, but can he be the comeback king of the World Cup? Is the true question that fans will be asking for Andre Cruz here tonight. Of course, there is a bit of history here. You know, going against an international champion, Olivia Black, who won the belt off of John Black, the very man who beat Andre Cruz in his first title defense after a record-setting 3 weeks from debut to title. A record that will probably never be broken. Well, maybe it will, maybe it won't. We don't know yet. But losing it in roll-up fashion as well is probably something that's left a bitter taste in the mouth of Andre Cruz. As the Puerto Rican looking to, you know, representing his country in the World Cup, looking to be one of those people who has been contributing to the winds of change so far in this week of the World Cup. As he takes on the woman representing Poland and trying to bring honour to that international championship, which he has been doing so far. I mean, but won both of her World Cup matches so far. Andre Cruz going top rope here, but missing the moonsault by quite a big distance. Rocky roll up early in the match, that is true. Clearly trying to get in the head of Andre Cruz.
Hard to grab or apply a proper hold after a move like that.
And Olivia just whacking Andre Cruz's head off the ropes, just trying to just clearly making fun of him, showing that maybe the form of Andre... And Andre Cruz returning with the roll-up of his own, showing that he, too, can throw the mind games of his own. But Olivia Black maybe not taking Andre Cruz as seriously as she should. Yeah, we all know how big of a star he is. I mean, he didn't get that Road to Glory briefcase but via nothing. You know, I mean, he was voted into that Road to Glory match by the fans at Comeuppance, and not only did he win it, but he was also the person who got the most votes to be in that match. Clearly the fan favourite to win, and he proved the fans that they had, that, you know, they were not unheard in their support. Goes for the pin now after the backbreaker, kick out at 1 from Olivia Black. But I did also mention that, you know, even if Andre Cruz isn't able to pick up form, I mean, I mentioned this last week, but he is probably the person in this match, in this whole tournament, that needs this the least, considering he has won the Road to Glory briefcase leading into this, meaning that the world title shot at Final Destination that you earn from winning this tournament actually doesn't mean all that much to him. A Superman punch from Olivia Black, going in for the pin on Andre Cruz, trying to get the first point in this match. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Based on some of the high scoring points as well, there is actually a chance that Olivia Black is able to lead. I mean, the chance of her going to the top is very low. I mean, she has to get, you know, 6 or 7 points to get to the top of the to get to the top of the table. You know, to beat out Apathy's 13 points, but she can. It's certainly possible for her to get to 11 points, get 4 points here, and tie up Diego's points, and make this group even closer. I mean, we talk about how mental this group is point-wise. Everyone's getting such high points here, and a standing Spanish fly from Andre Cruz, looking to get in his first point in this matchup. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Just under 6 minutes left. So quick kicks from Andre into a code breaker to take Olivia Black down as he climbs up to the top rope. It's a big distance to jump there. Can he make it? He goes for the torpedo splash and it lands. He can make the distance. And is he going to go in straight for the pin? And he does. Can he get the first point of this match relatively early? 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Olivia Black. Still all to fight for here with 5.5 minutes left. A high knee from Andre Cruz.
She's in dire need of finding a solution.
Springboard kick to the face there, and a standing moonsault. Targeting the leg of Olivia Black now. Was about to say it's all Andre Cruz in control so far, but Olivia Black manages to get the leg up and prevent that. Slamming Andre Cruz, his face into the mat. With a knee strike. Andre Cruz with the reversal. Big kick to the stomach there. Fucking hell, that sent her flying. And a lovely top rope moonsault from Andre Cruz going in for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Olivia. Still has that fight left in her.
Few superstars have collided like this. I frankly don't know how they're still competing.
Their minds and bodies devastated. I can't imagine being in this
Getting
position.
Olivia to her feet. And a super kick to the face. As Andre Cruz is just kind of crawling around to his feet. Olivia did have this situation against Apple last week. That is true. And a sit-out power bomb into the pin here. 1, 2, 3. Andre Cruz takes the lead here tonight. 1-0 to Andre Cruz here. Again, we did say winds a change are in the air. And then the step-up heel kick. Could he go into another pin here? Could he make it 2? 1, 2, 3, and he does. He goes 2-0 up here. 4. One more point and he leapfrogs Doug Foster to 4th. Olivia Black runs right into Andre Cruz. Goes in with the roll-up here. 1, 2, and a kick out at the last possible second. Reversal here from Andre Cruz in the roll-up again. 1, 2, 3. Andre Cruz with the roll-up here as he leapfrogs his way into the top 4. A bit of payback to the Black family and how that roll-up cost him his title. And, you know, Olivia tried to mock him for it at the beginning of the match, going for a joke roll-up that she knew wouldn't work just to get in his head. And it turns out she tried to go for it again here to throw him off his game, but Andre Cruz has the mind of a fortress and was able to turn it into a win for himself, throwing Olivia Black onto the apron. Olivia Black just not seeming to know how to deal too much with the speed of Andre. Andre rolling out the way and dropping it down as he slides in for the heel kick. But he's down. He's going to have to crawl over to Olivia to get that pin. Can he make it 4? He's crawling slowly, getting to his feet. Goes in for the pin. Did it take too long though? 1, 2, 3. It didn't. It is now 4-0 to Andre Cruz. 1 more point, by the way, and he leapfrogs Olivia Black into 3rd.
His focus is unshakable right now.
Not got much stamina left, Andre Cruz. And a step up in Saguri to Olivia Black. Stopping the knee. Again, I mean, we said that there was a lot of anger coming from Andre Cruz ahead of this match. And I think the super punch only just connected with the back of the head of Andre Cruz. Maybe not as powerful as normal. Olivia going for the pin here. 1, 2, 3. Olivia getting a point back.
Listen to this place. It's unreal. There's a wheelbarrow.
And a tornado DDT into the pin. Is she going to try and make it 2 now? 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from Andre Cruz. Still left in him. Still fight left in him, I mean. But it is still 4-1. Olivia Black has got a huge mountain to climb. I mean, she is still 3rd in the table here. So it's not, you know, the world ending for her. But, you know, Olivia Black, it's all about bragging rights. And another tornado DDT into the pin once more. Will this time be the one that gets her to 2 points? 1, 2, 3, and it is. As she now brings herself up to 9 points in the group. Goes for the standing moonsault, but Andre Cruz getting up just in time to dodge it. catching the kick of Andre Cruz here. Chop to the chest of Andre Cruz. A spinning heel kick there from Olivia Black. Targeting the legs of Andre, hoping that he won't be able to use that stand-up kick. Goes for a pin here. 1, 2, 3. She brings it up to 4-3 in the final second of the match. Olivia Black, she wasn't able to bring back to get a draw or a win, but to come back from 4-0 down to 4-3 to minimise that gap and keep her place securely at third. A big match for both people. Olivia Black is now only 1 point away from Diego Barbosa in second, and Andre Cruz has leapfrogged Doug Foster to go into the top 4. And most importantly, Olivia Black managed to, you know, as there was a moment there where Andre Cruz in that match only needed 1 more point to be able to leapfrog her in the table. But, you know, she managed to hold her own and keep her position and extend that lead, as there's now a 4-point gap between the two of them. And now it's not. And now Olivia Black, during that match, it must have been a roller coaster for her. She went into that match with the intention of closing the gap between her and Diego. Midway through that match, her goal must have just changed to widening the gap between her and Andre. And then right at the end, as the match ends, I'm sure Olivia Black's focus will be going back to closing the gap between Diego, as that gap is as close as it has ever been between those two superstars. It was a fantastic match, by the way, as well. I'll say it. That's my personal favourite match of Strike tonight. But we can now get ourselves ready for Clash's side of Week 3 of the World Cup. I will need a minute because I also need to turn the Superstar Hub off because I kind of forgot it was on.
This match is why his name is mentioned when superstars get asked about dream matches. Just an unbelievable performance.
That's 2 minutes pretty much. Yeah, but that just shows Olivia Black being able to, you know, show how she is able to seize a moment when needed. Ryoki versus Eramin G. Top of the table. I mean, there is the chance that this ends in a draw and neither woman actually comes out as the #1 top here. And a roll up from Misaki Ryoki, kick out at 1. Dodging, of course, there is a little bit of history between these two as well, with Misaki Ryoki, of course, being teamed with Eramin G's older sister Kim for quite a while, actually. They even had matches for the tag titles. They weren't successful. They were actually undefeated for quite a while. Before they came up against the Fallen, and then they obviously lost their tag team championship match, and their last match they had was a pay-per-view match against DSM-5 in which they were victorious in a standoff, which was when Misaki Ryoki went away, took the time off, and then obviously came back as the version we see now today. MG going for the springboard and the crossbody landing. But Misaki Ryoki with a springboard of her own into a tornado DDT. And the knee to the side of the head of Eramin G. Was Eramin G the new kid on the block? She is the newest person to actually join the MCW roster. She goes for the pin, the roll up, kick out the 4-1. Misaki Ryoki has said, though, despite the fact that obviously there's a bit of mutual respect, as she, you know, still has those that high respect for Eramin G's sisters. They never actually, you know, broke up on bad terms in that tag team. It was more just, you know, difference of where they wanted to go with their careers. So, of course, there being a mutual respect between the two of these women. But, you know, you can't really afford that respect when both of them have that ability to take the top of the table in the World Cup here. Big opportunity for both of these women. I mean, a woman who's reinvented herself to try and make a new name, and a woman who's just trying to make a name full stop. So, finishing top of the table is a huge bragging right for either one of these women. A big foot stomp from Misaki to Eramin G. It's been a good little back and forth between these two here. I mean, honestly, I think anyone would have put money on the fact that these two women would have good chemistry with each other. Going for the pin now, 1, kick out at 1 from Eramin G. Throwing her towards the ropes now. Dropping below. Leapfrogging at the top. But Eraminji gets the knee up. Targeting the arm of Misaki Ryoki, who returns with some punches to the stomach of Eraminji to break the hold. She takes her down. Rains down the punches on Eraminji. She picks her up. Brings her down into the Devil's Kiss. Onto Eraminji. But Eraminji gets the leg up, preventing Misaki from going for the pin. Goes for the suplex, but Misaki getting the elbows in. Goes for the Black Mass, but it's caught by Eraminji. Goes for this moonsault, but it's dodged out by Misaki, who goes for that Tornado DDT, but misses the distance there. It's a great little fight between these two. Go for a standing moonsault on Misaki Ryoki. Taking Misaki to the ropes. Misaki flinging Eraminji over.
Looks like she wants to take things to the floor here.
Goes to drop the knee, but Eraminji rolling out the way, but isn't fast enough to avoid the kicks and the strikes of Misaki Ryoki. Throwing it into the steps. Again, there is respect, but Misaki is about sending a message. Twisting the shoulder of Eraminji there. As the fight continues on the outside. Gets broken up for some reason. I do hate when the game does that. But catching each other's strikes consistently. As Misaki throwing Era back into the ring, of course, realizing there's no way to get points on the outside the ring. And a big drop kick from Eraminji to send Misaki down. Goes to springboard moonsault. Hey, Brad. Welcome back. Misaki rolling out of the way. Some more strikes from Misaki Ryoki. Going in for the pin on Eraminji now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Eraminji. Misaki looking to claim that first point early. Moving Eraminji away from the ropes. Goes for that kick to the head, but Eraminji ducking underneath. Looks like she was going to go for a springboard, maybe even the Soul Snatcher. But Misaki Ryoki returning with the Devil's Kiss. She couldn't get the pin off last time due to the quick kick. And another quick kick from Eraminji to prevent the pinfall. And the Black Mass from nowhere. Going in for the pin now. 1, 2, 3. Misaki Ryoki is currently top of Group C on 10 points. But Eraminji wastes no time getting back up and trying to rally against Misaki Ryoki here. Misaki returning, throwing her into the corner as she ducks under the ropes with a kick to the side of the head of Misaki Ryoki. But Eraminji doesn't capitalise. Maybe it's that newcomer nerves. A big suplex into the pin, but the referee calls for the rope break. Eraminji sliding out with a grip of the thighs of Misaki Ryoki. Throwing her against the ropes. Goes to trip her up, but Misaki slows her momentum, noticing that that's what Era was trying to do. Throwing her into the corner now. Gets the leg up. As Era throws Misaki out of the ring. It's been a great back and forth between these two women. A lot of reversals, a lot of cool sequences between these two. As Eraminji is going top rope, waiting for Misaki to get to her feet. Goes for the moonsault crossbody, but it's caught by Misaki Ryoki with a power slam to the outside. Goes to return, tries to return Era to the ring, but she gets the shoulder, she gets the elbows up, and goes for the drop kick, but Misaki rolls out the way. Throws her across the ringside there. See what I mean by these two women just seeming to know each other's next move? Like I said, we expected them to have a lot of in-ring chemistry due to their history. Mazzarchi rolling back into the ring. Goes to stomp on the ankles, but Eraminji getting a quick kick there. And a combination of strikes from Mazzarchi Ryoki into the DDT. Goes in for a stomp, Eraminji running out the way. And then a dodge there, but can't dodge the strikes of Mazzarchi. And a high knee strike into the pin here, trying to make it 2-0. 1, 2, 3, and she does. It is 2-0 to Mazzarchi Ryoki. And Eraminji with the reversal. Throwing to the corner. She goes for a middle rope moonsault. Goes in for the pin now. 1. And kick out at 1 from Mazzarchi Ryoki. This late, 1 minute and a half left, and she's still kicking out at 1. That is impressive. And a big clothesline into a second clothesline here. Into a heel kick. Into the and it goes for the Kamigoye, but it's caught by Eraminji, who's going for that springboard. Maybe again the Soul Snatcher once again, but it doesn't land. She goes for the kick, but Mazzarchi speeds too much for Era to handle. As Mazzarchi throws Era against the ropes, and a big knee takedown. Moving Era away from the ropes. Both women bruised up here. As she's now going in for the Muta lock. Will Eraminji tap? Eraminji taps. It is 3-0 to Mazzarchi Ryoki. Nearly half a minute left. Eraminji. Big shoulder tackle to take Mazzarchi down. Yeah, Mazzarchi's back is fucked, to be fair. Eraminji's got a high. Into the spine buster. Going into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. It looked like Era was maybe able to get a point back there, but she doesn't. Going for the Soul Snatcher, and it lands. We've seen her try and go for it a few times, but Mazzarchi was too quick. Saw it coming and went to block it. But there's not enough time for the point. As the match ends 3-0 to Mazzarchi Ryoki, who firmly takes the top spot right now in that group. But it was a great match between these two women. A lot closer than the scoreline gives any credit for. I could be wrong in saying this, so I apologize if I'm not, but I think that makes Mazzarchi Ryoki the first and the only person so far to have won all 3 World Cup matches. With obviously Wayne Evans, Olivia Black, and Apathy all losing 1 match. Noah Morrison, of course, losing a match as well last night. On strike, sorry. So I believe that does leave Mazzarchi Ryoki is the only one who has gone and won all 3 matches so far. She is on a tear. I know we said that Wayne Evans is unstoppable, but I mean nobody has actually managed at all to beat Mazzarchi. So of course Eraminji was technically undefeated as well, as for winning that last match 7-2 against Ruud van Goten, and then obviously getting the draw against Tyler 6 early. It was this Snowsatcher that looked like she might have got a point, but then when you actually look at the timer and realise that there was just no time left at all. Not even for a 1 count. Drop a bit over the final weeks with that back damage. It could happen. But Jesus, look at how battered and bruised she is. That is ridiculous.
Iron Man match takes a huge toll, but you're seeing the result of pushing through that to win.
This win is spreading like a wildfire. The electricity in this arena is...
Era should be disappointed with her. No, not at all. She put up a solid performance. Like, the thing is, even though she didn't hit, like, that many finishes, she had, like, a lot of reversals. Like, she was doing a good job at predicting them. Van Goten versus Tyler 6. Netherlands, Wales, head-to-head.
If you're
Of course, this is as well a reasonably, decently big match as well in the group, as Ruud van Goorten currently sits in 3rd place in Group C on 4 points. Tyler 6 on 4th with 3, so it could genuinely change. If either one of these men win, it could change the order quite drastically there. And of course, there is always the chance that one of them goes on an absolute tear and manages to steal them way into 2nd. Chain wrestling begins here. Tyler 6, technically one of the few people that is completely undefeated so far. Yeah, that is through the way of draws, as he has not won a match yet, but that's still relatively impressive, though. As right now, the only undefeated people in the tournament so far are obviously Mizaki Ryoki, as we've seen earlier, and Brad Collins and Tyler 6. Only 3 undefeated people left in this tournament. Tyler 6 showing why he's undefeated and taking the advantage here against RVG. Already around a minute and a half gone. RVG though outstrengthening Tyler 6 this time. And throwing him to the apron. As he gets him up into a big superplex. Tyler 6 though getting the leg up. And a big double foot stomp to take RVG down. Goes in for the pinfall. 1. Kick out at 1 from RVG. More chain wrestling here. These two men love to chain wrestle, that's for sure.
Shifts into a top wrist lock.
And the leg takedown from RVG to Tyler 6. Goes in for the pinfall. 1, 2, a kick out at 2.
And frustration might be starting to set in.
He gets back up. As he goes in for a 3rd, and it lands. Tyler 6 getting the knee up, catching RVG off guard. Throwing him against the ropes here. Goes to catch it, but return punch from RVG. Tyler 6 pushed away. RVG there.
Showing no signs of defense here, guys.
Tyler 6 with the 10 beats of the Bodhrán on RVG here. I'm going to punch the side of the head for good measure.
You can see that each strike drained their opponent's energy. Good golly, Miss Molly.
Throwing RVG to the ropes.
Lifted way up.
He gets up high into a power slam. But RVG with the roll up here, trying to steal the first point in this matchup. 1, kick out at 1. Trying to get his stamina back now, Tyler 6. Kick to the side of the head of RVG, sending him to the corner. RVG getting out of the corner, dodging the grapple. Goes for a chop, but it's caught by Tyler 6, who gets him up into a cutter. Goes in for the pin now. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Is anyone even still here? The literal chat is showing me that literally every single person has fucking left. A clothesline to take RVG down.
He's got to do something, anything to get back in this.
Gonna use 630 elbow. Hello, Ryan. 1, 2, 3. The first point goes to Tyler 6. It is now equalised on points to Ruud van Goorten. So this is truly anyone's game now. Not just for this match, but for the 3rd position currently in Group C. And a big super kick from RVG. into a suplex pin. 1. Kick out at 1.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Tyler 6 dodging the grapple.
Still enough time to overcome this one fall.
And the DDT from Tyler 6 to RVG here.
Winning this next fall is absolutely crucial.
Goes for a H-bomb.
Down a forearm into their jaw.
Both wrists captured and
Into a Kamigoye. Goes in for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from RVG.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
oh, what a kick. Enziguri.
Step up into Guri from Tyler 6. RVG rolling over now, returning the strikes to the head of Tyler 6. RVG is busted open well and truly, and a big springboard leg drop. Picking Tyler 6 up now. 4 minutes left. And then pop-up European uppercut into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. This match is still 1-0 to Tyler 6. Tyler 6 pushing the RVG off. Like I said, Tyler 6 is still one of only 3 undefeated people remaining in this tournament.
Looking for a suplex.
Gets him up into that suplex cutter.
And now he's
Going to the top rope though, not immediately going for the pin. He's looking to seal the deal here. Going for the 630 elbow again, and it lands. Goes in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. It's 2-0 to Tyler 6.
their downed opponent and firing off a series of
Now raining down the punches.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
3 minutes of this match left. RVG really better hope for some change in form here.
Impressive strength.
A big power slam down to the mat. Tyler 6
Opponent all the way up.
has got RVG up
Looks like a
into the razor's edge, into the pinfall. Can he make it free here? 1, 2, 3, and he does.
looks like he's
Tyler 6 is now 3-0 up against RVG. And a springboard 630 splash onto the back of RVG there.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer a good defense will even matter.
Still trying to get that energy behind him.
Deficit to overcome this late into the time limit.
Over 2 minutes left in this match.
lead on the board.
And a super kick to the stomach. An absolute combination of kick strikes to the center mass of RVG. Looking to get him up. And a stomp to the back of the head into the pin. 1, 2, 3. It is now 4-0 to Tyler 6 against RVG. And more combinations of strike. It's not slowing down. RVG went for a grapple, but Tyler 6 dodged out of the way. But RVG has got Tyler 6 up now. As he spins around with him on his shoulders. They can't be good for RVG himself. I mean, the guy's busted open and spinning around. He must be dizzier than anyone. And he goes back the other way. I mean, this move is maybe will work in disorientating Tyler 6, but it's eating up a lot of time. Slams him down to the back of the mat. Even RVG doesn't know where the fuck he is. Looks like he was going to go in for the pin there, but Tyler 6 gets the leg up. RVG rolling out the way though. And RVG locking in the ankle lock. Will Tyler 6 tap and give RVG his first point in this match?
You don't want to get caught in this.
Crucial moment in this, and he decides to let his opponent.
And he doesn't.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip.
RVG just lets go. One more and he's tied with error. No, 2. And a pop-up European uppercut. Goes in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. With less than a minute left, RVG has got his first point on the board. It's 4-1. Goes for the springboard leg drop, but doesn't hit. And a roll-up from Tyler 6 here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
Did you expect anything less?
Tyler 6 might have his sights set on trying to go second in this group here. But RVG, I mean, once again, just trying to make himself as dizzy as possible with the spinning power slam. And lifting up Tyler 6 here.
Military press. Wow. Walking around the ring.
High, dropping him to the mat.
Face first they go. And he's showing that he's still has
4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the match. As that match ends 4-1 to Tyler 6.
Iron Man matches are a test of wills and stamina, and this one was no exception. Here's another look.
As Tyler 6 has now leapfrogged his way into 3rd place and is only 2 points behind Aaron Minji now. I told you this is, I mean, it's very clear this is the week where everything is flipping on its head. But we still have 4 matches left of the show, I believe. Do we? It's 4 matches, right? Yeah, 4 matches left in this show tonight. Alrighty. As I believe the next match is Ronan Wolf versus Lacana Toro. As Tyler 6 stands tall at the end here, and he is still undefeated in this tournament. So if Brad Collins can also win his match later on tonight, it'll be them 3 that'll go home this week as the only 3 undefeated people in this tournament. I mean, this is Tyler 6's actual first win in this undefeated run. But nonetheless, undefeated is undefeated. I mean, that's what Arsenal fans will fucking tell you anyway. Ronan Wolf versus Lacana Toro, Norway, Argentina. It's immediately Lacana Toro that's taking control here. He's running on a bit of good form in this tournament, to be fair. Even though he lost to Brad Collins in week 1, he put in a genuine good match. It looked like he could have actually won that match. And then, of course, picking up that shock win against Javier Honor last week. Someone that Ronan Wolf has actually lost to already in this tournament. Brings him towards the ropes. As chain wrestling begins. And Lacana Toro is out-strengthening Ronan Wolf in the chain wrestling. Ronan Wolf getting a cheap shot on Lacana Toro there. As they link back up in. And Lacana Toro once again taking advantage of Ronan Wolf in the chain wrestling. The World Cup seems to have unleashed something new in Lacana Toro that we've never seen before. Ronan Wolf, though, with the snapmare to take advantage. Putting Lacana Toro in a headlock. Lacana Toro reversing. Targeting the arm of Ronan Wolf. Ronan Wolf now taking it back in his stray. And now putting him back in a headlock. Lacana Toro getting back in the advantage. Taking Ronan Wolf down to his knees and then back up again. And the leg takedown. Toro throwing him into the corner. Throwing Carnotoro to the ropes. Power slam in the center of the ring. And Carnotoro up and manhandling him. And now getting on top, raining down the punches on the prehistoric luchador. As he gets up into the Tornado DDT. As he goes in for the pin, trying to get the first point in this match. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Ronan Wolf. Carnotoro nearly picking up the first point there. Picks Ronan Wolf up. Ronan Wolf gets the elbow up and a spear from Ronan Wolf as he goes into the pin on Carnotoro. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Carnotoro. 6 minutes remaining, no points on the board just yet. Throwing him against the ropes. And a pop-up power bomb into the pin. Could this be the first point in this match? 1, 2, and it isn't. Carnotoro kicks out at 2. Ronan Wolf getting Carnotoro to get back up. Little slingshot kick to the chest of Carnotoro. As Ronan Wolf is now going top rope, you don't see him go up there that much. Not a man of his size anyways. He goes for the shoulder tackle, but Carnotoro dodges and gets up. Using Ronan Wolf's chest as a trampoline. Goes for the standing moonsault. As he runs over to the corner. And a Mexican Destroyer DDT into the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Ronan Wolf. Carnotoro nearly securing the first point for a second time in this match here. Throwing Ronan Wolf against the ropes. Dropping below. Leapfrogging over. Goes to catch him, but he's caught by Ronan Wolf. With some elbows to the back of the head of Carnotoro. Throwing Carnotoro to the apron. Taking himself to the outside now. As he drops Carnotoro back first onto the apron. The Argentinian Destroyer. Yes! Carnotoro rolls out the way. Goes for the Superman punch as Ronan Wolf goes for the pounce. Both of them dodging each other there with those moves. Carnotoro dodging. Throwing Ronan Wolf back into the center of the ring. As he rolls under the ropes. Big enziguri there from Carnotoro to Ronan Wolf. Picking Ronan Wolf up here. As he gets up into a Tornado DDT. As he's just standing over him for some reason. Go for the pin, Carnotoro, maybe. But he doesn't. Instead wanting to inflict more damage. And a suplex from Carnotoro. But now it looks like he's going to get set up for Operation Dragon, or, you know, better known, Operation Dinosaur. Goes in for the pin. Can he get the first point? 1, 2, and Ronan Wolf kicks out at 2. Standing moonsault. Ronan Wolf rolling out of the way. Goes for a super kick, but it's dodged by Carnotoro, who returns with a super kick of his own. It goes springboard splash there. Carnotoro feeling himself clearly here. Throwing Ronan Wolf towards the ropes, with Ronan Wolf returning, and a big elbow to take the dinosaur down. And a discus clothesline into the pin here. 1, 2, 3. Ronan Wolf 1-0 up now, takes the first point in this match. Carnotoro punch to the stomach here. And a clothesline. Into a clothesline. And a leg takedown. As he's starting to get hyped now. Waiting for Ronan Wolf to get to his feet. An Operation Dragon once more into the pin. Can he equalise here? 1, 2, 3 it is. He equalises. It's 1-1. Throwing Ronan Wolf into the corner. And lifting him up to the top rope. As he gets himself up, surely he's not going to go for a Spanish fly. And he does an avalanche Spanish fly from the top rope. As he goes in for the corner, looking for a third Operation Dragon on Ronan Wolf. And he hits it. He goes straight into the pin. Can he take the lead? 1, 2, 3, and he does. It's 2-1 to Carnotoro against Ronan Wolf. 1.5 minutes left. Can Carnotoro hold on, or can Ronan Wolf equalise, or even take the win? Doesn't want to... And a huge suplex from Carnotoro. He's clearly just getting more energised by the moment. He goes middle rope here. As he sizes up Ronan Wolf. And a huge tornado DDT from the middle rope. As he's now getting Ronan Wolf to his feet as he's on the apron. Running for a springboard drop kick, but Ronan Wolf pushes him off to the side. Throwing him towards the ropes here. And a pop-up power bomb into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ronan Wolf equalises. It's 2-2. 30 seconds left. Can either one of these men get a win here? And the spinning pile driver. And now he sizes up Carnotoro. 20 seconds left. Into a falling power bomb into the pin. 9 seconds left. 1, 2, 3. And it's 3-2. Ronan Wolf as the bell rings. And Carnotoro's dream has become extinct. It was a great showing from him, but it was the final nail in the coffin. The spinning tombstone pile driver from Ronan Wolf was too much for Carnotoro to come up with. And despite the impressive showing, Ronan Wolf wins 3-2 in the end. As Ronan Wolf, by the way, with that win, has jumped himself currently into first in the table with 7 points. Of course, still, other than, himself and Carnotoro, still every other member of Group A left to compete tonight. Including the person up next, who was top of the table until then. Well, the 2 people, really, that were above Ronan Wolf are coming up next in Brad Collins and Helga, I believe, is the match, or am I wrong there? That is the match, right? I think it is, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Ronan Wolf broke a lot of fans' dreams tonight. But he doesn't care. All he cares about is his own World Cup run. But I will say, Carnotoro has technically, right as things stand, has moved himself into the top 4 in 4th place. Alright. We have a new Mr. American Brad versus Helga. Clearly, Brad being undefeated in the World Cup has got to him a bit, and he feels very patriotic. And the shoulder tackle. Targeting the back of the head now of Helga. Helga is actually one of the people that have impressed out of nowhere in this tournament as well. And obviously Group A is still all to play for. The gaps between top to bottom is really low. Helga nearly taking out the ref and Brad Collins with that clothesline there. We see his new motto on the front there of scars and stripes. As they link up in chain wrestling. I mean, it makes sense. Helga's, pretty much donning the Germany flag all over with some German logos and stuff like that. So, makes sense for Brad to be doing the same. I mean, a lot of people have changed their looks amongst the World Cup and stuff to become a bit more patriotic. I mean, you are representing your country. It makes sense. Maybe Brad saw the pride that Americans had had in his run in the World Cup, and maybe that inspired him to embrace his culture. And a takedown roll-up here. 1. Kick out at 1 from Helga. She goes for standing moonsault, but Helga moves out of the way. That's the second time she's been able to dodge that maneuver. Big knee takedown there. And an elbow to the back of the Brad's head. Big suplex down into the center, into the armbar. And now targeting the arm here. Snapping the arm of Brad Collins. Helga does have a very brutal way of wrestling that can definitely cause a lot of pain. But a shoulder tackle from Brad Collins as he's now starting to get hyped up now. Looking to join the likes of Tyler Six and Masaki Ryoki in becoming the continuing in that club of the only undefeated wrestlers in the World Cup so far. And he's also looking to take that top spot back. Currently occupied by Ronan Wolf. And a clothesline from hell to take down Helga. Goes in for the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Helga. Helga has indeed been showing up the past few weeks. She's been incredible since the World Cup started. Huge powerbomb there from Brad Collins. Before I go across the ring. A power slam into a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Helga. Probably could have called for a rope break there, but I guess the ref just did not see Helga's foot under the rope. Has been Brad Collins taking a lot of the offense here tonight so far. Big clothesline to take Helga down. Goes for that moonsault. It just never seems to work for him. Every time Helga sees it coming. The running clothesline to take Brad down. Brad getting the elbow up. Catching the arm now, Helga. Goes for the chop, but Brad dodges. Face plant to the mat. Some forearms to the spine. Helga. A power bomb from the corner. Under half of this match left, and still all to play for. Still no points been shown yet. Helga picking Brad up. She now locks in the armbar. Will Brad Collins tap? He does not tap. Helga going top rope. Wanting Brad to get up. She goes for a crossbody. Into another pin here. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2. 4 minutes left in this match now. Still 0 points in it. Some knee leg strikes into a clothesline. She goes in for the pin once more. Hoping third time's a charm. 1, 2. And another kick out at 2 by Brad. Helga can't believe it. But you are going up against one of the most successful men in MCW history so far. So can't really be that surprised when he shows a lot of resiliency. But Helga still not letting that from taking the fight to the All-American. Big pound to the chest to take Helga down. Helga rolling out the way. Brad goes for that diving shoulder tackle, but Helga dodging out the way. Putting up a solid fight against the former world champion. That is the fact, yeah. Helga is showing up against the former world champion here. Side slam. Brad Collins with the roll up here on Helga. 3 minutes to go. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from Helga. And high knee strike from Brad Collins there. But Helga with a roll-up of her own here. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from Brad. 2.5 minutes left. Still no points in it. We have never had a 0-0 draw in this World Cup. Could that happen here tonight? I think Brad just no-sold a dropkick. The armbar. The armbar locked in. Will Brad Collins tap? And Brad Collins taps. Helga gets the first point. Helga has officially made a former world champion tap. That is an insane achievement. Gets the elbow up. Oh no, and she's locking it in again. Will Brad tap again? And he does. Helga goes 2-0 up. And she now is joint top with Ronan Wolf. Maybe Brad should have focused more on keeping his dark brood rather than going all Mr. American. Maybe all the happy-go-lucky appearance maybe has distracted him. He's not been focused on the World Cup matches. He's just been focused making his attire. Brad throwing Helga into the ref. Getting up with the suplex. 1.5 minutes left. Goes in for the pin on Helga. 1, 2, and Helga kicks out at 2. He gets Helga up into a big power bomb. Helga rolling back to her feet, but is met with a clothesline to take her right back down to the mat. Less than a minute left for Brad to pick up the win here. 2 points down. A big punch to the stomach there. And gets her up. Front slam. Picks her up into a spine buster. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Brad gets a point back. There's half a minute left in this match. And we now currently have a 3-way tie at the top of Group A. And Helga with a lovely suplex there. 13 seconds left. 10 now. Can anything come from this match now? Or is it going to end 2-1 to Helga? 3, 2, 1. And it ends just like that. Brad was stalking her for the clothesline from Helga, but it didn't go off. It is now a 3-way tie at the top of Group A between Brad Collins, Helga, and Ronan Wolf. As Helga beats a world champion 2-1 here. That is massive for the career of Helga. And Brad Collins does not join the club of undefeated wrestlers in the World Cup, as it is just now Tyler Six and Masaki Ryoki left in the entire World Cup that have not picked up a loss just yet. I mean, Helga's already picked up one upset in this tournament against MD Silva, and she did another. I mean, let's put that into perspective here. Helga, who had, you know, only had one match in MCW to Ruud van Gerten, and she lost it. She made it into the World Cup as being the only representative of Germany. She came in, she beat the MCW Tag Team Champion MD Silva. She puts up a good fight against Ronan Wolf, but doesn't able to capitalize a former World Championship contender. And now she's beaten a former actual MCW All-Star Champion. Helga is on the rise, well and truly. But depending on the match, there's still a chance for MD Silva or Javi Honor to get up to this. There is technically potential for a 5-way tie at the top here. I've been saying how close Group A has been. Nothing would prove how close it could be than a 3-way tie. Javi Honor, MD Silva, Iceland versus Spain. The final match of Group A tonight, the closest, the group that everyone's talking about at the moment tonight. MD Silva immediately taking the stop. Of course, MD still looking for his first win, I believe, in this tournament. Javi Honor is 1 win, 1 loss. Either man could find their way in that battle. And, I was making jokes about the 4 or 5-way tie, but it is possible for one of these men to just go right up to the top. And a running power slam from Javi Honor. Runs towards the ropes into a splash. Javi Honor flexing on the back. Dogging the arm of MD Silva. Dropping the big elbow. Goes for the pin early. 1. Kick out at 1 from MD Silva. Throws Javi to the ropes. But Javi returns with a big clothesline to take MD Silva down. As he drops MD Silva face first onto the ropes. But MD Silva pushing him off. Throwing Javi to the outside of the ring. Trying to get a bit of space as he now follows him to the outside. Javi rolling out the way though. MD goes for a clothesline, but Javi ducking out the way. MD goes for a chop, but Javi throwing him into the steel steps. Throwing MD Silva into the ring now. Now Javi going for the pin on MD Silva. 1. Kick out at before 1 actually. Power slam down to the ring. Javi goes for the knee strike, but MD Silva moving out the way. Throwing Javi to the ropes. Goes for that drop kick, but Javi dodges it. But he doesn't dodge the right and the lefts of MD Silva and then the leg twist. Javi rolls out of the way of that one though. Takes advantage. And a big suplex there from MD Silva. MD Silva gets the knees up. Planting the leg of Javi down into the twist. Taking him back down to the mat. Javi rolling out once again. Very big back and forth between these two men. The power bomb from MD Silva, but Javi pushing him off. This is truly back and forth here. match means a lot to both of them in their World Cup journeys. As things stand at this moment, they are both 5th and 6th. These are the two wrestlers in the elimination spots of Group A as it currently stands. And a big elbow from MD Silva, who gets into the pile driver, into the pin on Harvey on her now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Harvey. Harvey throwing MD Silva to the apron. Harvey back first on the apron. We've seen a lot of people do that tonight for some reason. Dropping the splash onto MD Silva on the outside of the ring. Harvey going top rope here. And a double axe handle to MD Silva, who dodges out the way. Harvey falling to his knees, but still able to get the advantage. And smashing MD Silva's face on the apron. Throws MD Silva back into the ring. As Harvey picks MD Silva up now. Punch to the stomach. Punch to the face. MD Silva gets the elbow up. Into a driver. Goes to the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from Harvey. And MD Silva walking over to the corner. Is he going to go to the Torpedo Moscow? We've seen a few people kick it. Oh no, he's not. He's going for a punt kick. Penalty kick. Into a big leg drop from the springboard. Harvey taking him down with the big clothesline to the chest. And the referee calls for a rope break on the submission. MD Silva's legs were underneath the ropes. And gets him up into a sit-out powerbomb into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Less than 4 minutes remaining and still all to play for. Apparently I fucking love saying that on commentary. And Harvey once again flexing on the back of MD Silva. Throwing MD to the ropes. Then MD pushing Harvey off. Picking him up now. As he goes for another driver into the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Harvey. 3 minutes left, still no points. Raining the punches on top of Harvey now. Nakamagoye from MD Silva there. And a H-bomb to the face of Harvey Unair. As he locks in the submission here. Will Harvey Unair tap? And he doesn't tap. He gets away out of it, breaking the grip of MD Silva. Just over 2 minutes left and still no points awarded just yet. MD Silva catching the fist of Harvey. Throwing him towards the ropes, but Harvey returns, sending him to the apron. Shoulder tackle down to the outside. But with only 2 minutes left, you don't really want your opponent to be on the outside. MD Silva rolling up. And a pile driver on the outside of the ring. MD Silva throwing Harvey back into the ring now. He's going top rope. As Harvey staggering to his feet. Into a big stomp to the chest. As here now he's setting up for Torpedo Moscow. 1.5 minutes remaining. And it hits. He goes in for the pin on Harvey on air now. 1, 2, 3. It's 1-0 to MD Silver. He goes for that slingshot kick, but doesn't quite get the distance on it. Harvey using the ropes as his advantage. There is a minute left in this match here. 1-0. And Harvey with a big back breaker to MD Silver. As he moves MD away from the ropes. Goes for a knee strike on MD Silver. Gets him up high, plants him down to the mat. I've no idea why he keeps walking into the corner. I genuinely don't know what Harvey is doing. 14 seconds left. And MD Silver locking in the submission. He's trying to get an extra point. 5 seconds. Will Harvey tap within 5? And it's a rope break called by the ref. MD Silver wins 1-0. Kind of feel a bit bad for Brad because Harvey was just going for the spear in the corner every single time, but he just kept fucking walking away, and he just kept going to the same corner that he doesn't actually have enough distance to go for the fucking spear. That's unfortunate. I've seen Francis do that before. It's annoying. I think AI broke. He was trying to go for a spear. The problem was he didn't have enough distance for the run-up because it sets up for obviously MD to get up, and MD would take a bit of a stumble forwards, which wouldn't be enough for the spear animation. But Harvey just needs to go to another corner. Or pick him up and throw him at the usually what we would normally do, throw him at the thingies, the ropes, and then spear him on the return. But, you know, it is what it is. But with that, MD Silver launches himself into 4th, overtaking Carnotoro. Points don't really change that much in that group. And it's weird to say that despite how close it is, Group A is actually coming out the exact same order that it was, that it went in. You know, it's just, you know, a lot more close on points. Obviously, MD and Carnotoro both on 4, and then you got Ronan Wolf, Helga, and Brad Collins all on 7 points. It's only Harvey that it doesn't share his points total with another person. Love this game. Yeah, well, we can hope that the next game fixes this shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's what we can hope. We can hold out hope, because the new game looks good. As MD Silver celebrates his first win in the World Cup so far. But can his tag partner, Francis Sharp, get his first win as well? The European champion Leon Grimes versus the tag team champion Francis Sharp, and it is happy affiliate anniversary. Is that a thing? What's affiliate anniversary mean? I don't know what that means. Am I being dumb? But thank you, Blade, whatever it is. Whatever it means. It's worth noting between these two men as well that neither one of these men have ever faced each other before. Despite being two of the biggest stars in the company, they have never gone one-on-one before. Francis Sharp is taking the power stance over Leon Grimes here. It was there, so I was posting it. Oh, okay. I guess I got affiliate on this date at some point like 2-3 years ago. I don't really remember that, but I guess I did. I didn't really have to do anything for it, though. Now Grimes raining punishes onto the stomach of Francis Sharp. Rolling out of the way now. Pushing Francis into the corner. And a cheap shot from Leon Grimes. Goes for the high knee, but Francis dodging. Again, both men here, top stars, but they've both struggled in this World Cup so far. Both of them are bottom of their group. Francis Sharp with 2 points and Leon Grimes with 1. It happens, but how's that going? It's going good. We're on the final match. There's been a lot of... Just a lot has happened. It's been a very... the phrase I keep using is change of the winds stream. A lot of the struggling stars that have gone against some of the better, the more on-form stars in the World Cup have actually been picking up shock wins, and a lot of the orders for the groups have changed, which just completely changes the favourites for this tournament. There is now only 2 people that remain undefeated in this tournament so far, and as we, this is the 3rd week of the tournament, and there's only 2 people that are undefeated at the moment, as Masaki Ryoki has won all 3 of her matches, and Tyler 6 has won 1, but drawn 2. Which still means he's undefeated. Francis Sharp going for the pin early, 1. And a kick out at 1 from Leon Grimes. I mean, both men here have also just not picked up a win in the tournament yet. Leon Grimes is the closest one who went closest. I mean, he has picked up a draw against Tyler 6. That's where his 1 point came from. As he throws Francis out, getting hyped towards the crowd. Running underneath. And a sling blade on the outside of the ring. As he now targets the ankle of Francis Sharp. Either men looking to change their fortunes. If Francis can get 3 points here, he leapfrogs into the top 4 over Ruud van Gerten. If Leon Grimes gets 4, he does the same. It's definitely possible. And a DDT on the outside to Francis as Leon Grimes is taking pretty much all the control as the fight spills to the outside of the ring. Oh, also, Blade, we don't know if you would have seen in the Discord, because I know you're there, but I don't know how active you actually are with the Discord. We have announced an official website that I've spent weeks on making. So we actually have an official website at midnightchampionshipwrestling.com. I'm very proud of it. I think it looks very good and professional and cool. And it just sets us apart. And breaking Leon Grimes through the barricade. That's gotta hurt. That's for sure. Over halfway through this match. Oh, cool. I'll check it out. It's the most recent post and announcements. Actually, no, the stream will probably be the most recent, but above that. But it's in the announcements channel, that's for sure. And Francis Sharp lifts Leon Grimes into the world's strongest slam. As he now goes to the corner, lining Leon Grimes up for a spear. As he goes in for the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Leon Grimes. And Leon Grimes busted open right there near the eyebrow, you can see. Leon Grimes getting back up. Clothesline to take Francis down. He goes in for the pin early. 1. Kick out at 1. Hot dogs, water, bath bombs, as much. Okay. Class. Thank you, Brad. Big back body drop from Francis to get Leon Grimes off him. A stomp to the chest of Leon Grimes. Leon Grimes rolls up, though. Francis goes for the spear, but Leon Grimes jumps over it. That wasn't even a reversal. That was just the game. As both people went for the remove at the same time. And a springboard DDT from Leon Grimes. Website looks awesome. Thank you, Blade. I appreciate it. I've spent weeks working on it. Getting it to work with mobile optimization was the fucking real... That was the real problem. Everything else was easy. That was a pain in the arse. Setting him up for the nothing but net. We don't... I think it's been a while since we've actually seen Leon Grimes hit that. Normally he goes for the moonsault in that position. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Francis. 3.5 minutes left in the main event of Clash. And a power slam. As Leon Grimes goes to the top rope. But Francis Sharp getting to his feet before Leon Grimes could go for that splash. Lands a top rope DDT though. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And now raining down the punches on Francis and smashing his face into the mat. Rock bottom from Leon Grimes as he now climbs top rope. You assume he's going to go for the splash here. He goes for it, but Francis rolling out of the way. Tries to get Leon Grimes up, but Leon Grimes gets up way quicker than Francis expected and returns with a clothesline. And a super kick to the face of Francis Sharp as he's now going top rope again. Is he going to reload the frog splash? And he is, and this time it hits. Goes in for the pin. Is Leon Grimes going to get the first point here? 1, 2, 3, and he does. He now equals Francis on points. Goes for a springboard moonsault though, and he completely misses. The distance picks Leon Grimes up here. Leon Grimes catching the forearm of Francis Sharp, throwing him towards the ropes. Goes for a big drop kick to send Francis Sharp down. Leon Grimes jumps to the entrance. Slingshot sent on. Goes in for the pin. Is he going to go for the make it 2-0? 1, 2, 3, and he does. Leon Grimes is 2-0 up here. Just under 2 minutes remaining. And a sling blade. And Leon Grimes isn't done there. Going for the twist of fate. Into the pin. Is it going to be 3? 1, 2, 3, and it is. Leon Grimes 3-0 up against Francis Sharp here. Francis Sharp pushing Leon Grimes off. And goes for the world's strongest slam, but Leon Grimes returns, slipping out of the grip and going for the neck breaker. He goes at the top rope moonsault. Francis gets a kick up. And a spear from Francis out of nowhere into the pin. Can he get a point in this match here? 1, 2, 3, and he does. Francis gets a point here. Under a minute left. Forearm caught by Leon Grimes there. With the snapmare to Francis into the drop kick into the side of the head. As he goes to the top rope moonsault again, and it lands. 30 seconds left, he goes for the pin. Can he make it 4? And he does. It's 4-1 to Leon Grimes. A big DDT there from Leon Grimes to Francis Sharp. 15 seconds to go. Is there enough time for anyone to get anything from this match? Again, any more points to be given out? Most likely not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there's the end of the match. Leon Grimes beats Francis Sharp 4-1. Which, surprisingly, despite the high amount of points there, actually sends Leon Grimes into 4th place. Just above, just leapfrogging Ruud van Goorten. At least someone can hit a spear. To be fair, Francis hit 2 spears in that match, yeah. So, right now, at the end of that match, I will read out the group standings at the end of this stream, at the end of week 3, because a lot has changed. Group A is as follows. In first, we have Brad Collins for America on 7 points. In second, Helga for Germany, also on 7 points. And then in third, Ronan Wolf for Norway at 7 points. Fourth, MD Silva for Spain on 4. And Lacana Toro in 5th for Argentina, also on 4. And then in the bottom of the group, in 6th place for Iceland, it's Harvey Honor on 2. In Group B, you have Wayne Evans still at the top for Scotland on 11 points. In second place, you have Gavin Storm for Italy on 6 points. And then in third place, you have John Black for Bolivia on 5. And then in fourth place, you have Noah Morrison for New Zealand on 4.